Yesterday was a full YouTube video sweep, and the live stream, that was a masterclass too. I can't say it enough. Smash the like button.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Taco Tuesday, and the first taco up is Alexander. Am I taking it? You betcha. Why not? It's a 6-point discount. I'm going to take it. Blowout spread, nothing that I'm really too crazy about. Obviously, it's not going to be optimal in most situations, but they are at home, and Alexander should play hard. And if the Pelicans do keep it close, which is possible, Murphy hits his threes, Jordan Poole comes in hot off the bench, Zion Cook. I mean, Sadiq Bey's there and stuff. It could be a close game. You never know. We'll see. But yes, I am taking it. Do I wish there was like a different taco option? Sure. I didn't like any of the options they gave us to vote for, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the pairs and everything else that we're going to do for today. There's 7 games, and we still have yet to be given a great slate. We keep getting these mid slates. Look at these spreads: 6.5, 14.5, 10.5, 14, 9.5, 7.5, 8.5. No 3.5, no 1.5, no pick'ems. All poverty. It is what it is. We're going to have to dig through the dumpster, and hopefully we can find some gold. If not, then chalk it all and move on to tomorrow. But I gotta tell you something, man. Yesterday, in this very arena, this video, it was a sweep. A masterclass sweep. YouTube video, prop list, all the pivots but one swept. All the props but one swept. Jaren Jackson hooked his points, rebounds, is what it is. However, the main two, Giddey, Sengun, I told you they were going to land on 6 assists, specifically Sengun. I did a whole video yesterday on why. Luka, over first quarter points, sweat free, and then the live stream gave out every play from the live stream cashed except for the revenge slip, which we did for fun, and Podzmiski, which was a blowout, and the freaking Warriors are banned for life, NWO style. James wants to be acknowledged on the YouTube. My name's James, and I have questions. I made this lineup yesterday on the live stream, this 2-man. I told everyone why I was taking Derek White to get 18 points. He projected for 18. Same with Klingen's RA. And made this one on the live stream. Voos, Goon, and White. I also gave you guys White and Sengun on the YouTube. And this was the YouTube lineup that I made. And I told you, you could add in Durant's rebounds. You could add in Luka Doncic's first quarter points. All of that cashed as well. So, knowing that I cooked a masterclass for everyone, paid members, free members, I'm going to need the like button to get way up there. Yesterday, I needed 350. You guys sold your souls for 240. 350 today, or everyone's getting banned. No video tomorrow if I don't get 350 likes. I'm not joking either. 350 because you guys are selling your souls. And I'm not interested in that. And good old comment guy. What's with this new breed? I don't know who YouTube's showing my videos to, but these new breed of like 19 to 22-year-old that are coming in the comments. We got a whole new slop of comment guys now. Someone yesterday in the comment, there's a guy following around. He watches all my videos just to post nonsense. Look at this. I mean, we're going to cook some lineups, but look at this guy. He says, hope these picks hit so I can pay for a membership, which they did. Is he going to, guys that post that stuff, first of all, let me address this guy. You want my picks to hit so you can pay for a membership? If you're depending on these picks to hit to get a $25 membership, please don't put yourself in that position. That the money clearly means too much to you, first of all. Second of all, this guy Vibe Stream literally follows and watches all my videos just to hate post on me. Picks not hitting, bro. He's a scam artist. If I'm such a... What does that even mean, dude? You literally he joined my Cord. I banned him because he was trying to self-promote. Complete poverty. So now he follows me around and tries to say I'm a scam artist on my videos. Bro, take a hike. Nobody with any IQ or brain is buying it. You're literally just a salty little kid. And I laugh at you, bro. And then there's another dude who's like, you sound like a sports gambling addict. What? Bro, you realize I'm doing free content for you guys for sports, fantasy sports. Why would you watch this channel if you're gonna say something like that? That's like me watching how to cook a steak and then in the comments being like, you shouldn't eat meat. It's bad for the environment. Let me get my neck right. You shouldn't eat meat. It's bad for the environment, but I'm on a cooking steak channel. Shut your mouth, okay, you keyboard warrior? Nobody cares and nobody's buying it. Sweep yesterday, and we're gonna do it again today. So you little haters that live in mom's basement with sheets over your windows because you don't have the coin to get blinds or whatever it is, take a hike. I'm cooking all of yous with grease today. All you haters that are in there. If I don't like someone, I don't watch their videos. It's real simple. You guys crack me up. You say you don't like me and call me, but the fact is you love me. You're upset that I don't pay you attention. You're like an ex-girlfriend. Anyways, let's talk about today. So we have Alexander, 38.5 PRA. There's a couple of options. Denny Avija, if he wasn't going to be limited, he would be a moonshot candidate. Why? Because Washington gave him away for a bag of Lay's potato chips. And since that trade, he's been absolutely dealing. I think he needs to be considered, but I'm not going there today. And this video is going to be rather quick by my standards. Yesterday was a 27-minute masterclass. Today, probably 15. Why? Well, because the slate's garbage, and I'm not going to invest too much time in it. But potential pairs. The first one, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Anderson. No, Mr. Thompson. 5.5 rebounds. Here's the thing. He's projected for 6.5. They're not giving us a normal RA. Look at this. It's either Goblin or Demon because they know it's hitting. His Goblin RA, I think it's great. 2.2x, that could give you a double up because I think he's going to grab 6 rebounds. But I'm going to tell you this. Just like with Sengun yesterday, going down to 4.5, the fact that they're letting us take him at 3.5, all the alarm bells are going off in my brain, man, because that is a low floor to get a double up. It's very interesting to me. I used him the other day as the pair for the free square, and I think it's another spot where he could get rebounds. I think he's going to land on 5 or 6, so I would choose what's more important to you. Going for the full shebang, which would be the 3x, or taking it down here at a slight easier path and 2.3x, or you could just take his RA at 6.5 demon, because look, they don't give you a normal option. The normal line should be 7.5. They don't have it. And then they have 8.5 demon, which only pays 3.5, and I don't think that's optimal, okay? Eventually, he's going to hit regression, but he is projecting for 6.5 rebounds, so for that reason, he's going in the mix. What line you take it at, that's up to your preference based on what you want to get paid. Now, another thing, yesterday we had live stream, and last leg for all of the lineups was Podzmiski, and people start to get the early cash out options. Like one of mine was 350 if it hit, and then the early cash out got as high as 190 with pods left. He had 16 at half, and his full line was 26.5 PRA that we needed. Guys, you cannot cash out in that situation. Just because it doesn't go your way doesn't mean you should have cashed out. If you're gonna cash out, then you should only be making 3-leg lineups, because you're always going to take the money before you get a chance to realize your equity. Always. The only time you should cash out is when it's clearly a blowout, the plug is pulled, and you literally get it in before the books can adjust. Otherwise, you're always going to be getting fleeced. And if you're like, well, at least some profit's better than none. Yes, that is true. However, you should just assume that the slip you made is going to hit. The guys that you put in there are going to cash. Otherwise, you're betting too much money and you need to drop your unit size because the potential risk of not getting that cash out offer is too much for you. That means the money means too much to you, which means you're betting with money you can't afford to lose, which means you need to lower your unit size, because those cash out offers are literally there to get people who are struggling to take the carrot dangled in front of them. Now, it's not true in every situation, but most of the time, that is the situation, guys. So I tell you guys that because you shouldn't be cashing out unless it's a specific, unique situation. Last night at halftime, when he only needed 7 more PRA, 8 more PRA, whatever it was, 10, 9, I forget. That's not a time to cash out. It's okay. And then the game, they just stayed in the locker room, which is unfortunate, but you can't just give up all your equity. I think they were giving like 2x when you had 5 legs already green or 4 legs. No, that's crazy. So keep that in mind, okay? And that's something we'll go over on the live stream later today. All right, so we're looking at Thompson. Where's his rebounds? Okay, rebounds. Last time he played, which was last season, we don't care. Almost a year ago. Look at this, 228, 24, or 25, excuse me. But you can see they're 23rd in rebounds allowed to the small forward position. And I would consider him a hybrid 3-4 anyways. And then look at his RA. They're 23rd and 28th. So this is, even though it's a popular play, it is a great play. There is no reason not to take him at 6.5. I don't want to take the Demon because I feel like that's getting greedy, but 6.5, and I know ParlayPlay will have him at 7.5 because ParlayPlay's goated. So there you go, Thompson, you can go with him. A pivot off of Thompson that no one's going to take because they're going to be scared would be Duran's rebounds at 10.5. He hasn't had 11 rebounds in a hot minute. He's due to get 11 rebounds. pretty much that simple. I don't need to give you guys a bunch of analytics. Okay, Duren's rebounds or his PRA, they might need his size given the fact that Mr. Jonas Valanciunas is over there at 23.5 PRA, and you better believe that I'm taking a shot on Jonas's PRA. Now, I am afraid of Jonas here because he could get into foul trouble. It's not a good matchup. I don't like taking guys against solid bigs like Duren, but I'm gonna take a shot. Why not? Jonas is 23.5 PRA, his RA at 10.5. I'm gonna have split exposure to both. Obviously, you could gobify it for more equity, and then even his first half, just in case this game gets ugly, would be in the mix. 12 first half PRA, absolutely. And while I'm on the first half PRA, you gotta consider Sabonis. Now, his minutes have been trending up, and in the first half, he's been a demon. And look, he just played Detroit, which is the same matchup Jonas is in, and now Sabonis faces the Knicks with Towns, Mitrob. I highly believe that Sabonis can get it done. You definitely need to be looking at Sabonis today. His first half PRA, it is popular for a reason. He is a first half demon. His RA is always in play, and if they ever unleash the minutes on him, he's gonna be a straight monster again. And then I like to target bigs versus the Kings. So Mitchell Robinson, you're going right back into the mix. That's right. 9 rebounds? No, I'm not asking for 10. That's greed. I would be looking at his points rebounds at 14.5, which is where is it, comment guy? There it is. 14.5 points rebounds looks crispy. Or his RA at 9.5 looks crispy. Look at this number right here. Remember when that was the most popular play in America? Now nobody's on him. Nobody's on Mitrob today. Cinema. Or just his rebounds at 7.5. That'll give you 2.5x too. Not too shabby, bucko. I mean, look at Mitrob. Over 8.5. Look at his last 10. He's cleared in 8 of 10. Last 20, 14 of 20. The dude's him. Last time he played on January 14th, he grabbed a crispy 11. Now, granted, Sabonis is going to be in his way now, but they're still 29th in rebounds allowed. It's either Rob or Towns grabbing the boards today. Possibly even Josh Hart, the shooting guard. But I'm not interested in Josh Hart today. I want bigs. Pause. Nope, we're talking about ball. I want Mitch Rob's rebounds or his RA or his points rebounds and possibly Towns. But Towns is a little bit too comment guy-ish for me, if you know what I'm talking about, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? He's a little bit too much of a little loose in his loafers. So I'll probably just stick with old Mitch Rob at my 2.5x and maybe his points rebounds or his RA for the full shebang. So we talked about Thompson. We talked about Mitch Rob. We talked about Sabonis. We talked about J-Val. All big men. What's going on here? You guys are loving this. Some of you at least 5% of you. Another person that I'm interested in that I still haven't nailed down yet, man, pause again, would be Alex Sarr facing Portland. This dude can get it done when he needs to get it done, and him and Klingon are going to be having a bang off. Klingon has been getting it done like nobody's business, but again, Denny Avdija returns today. Whether he's limited or not, I don't know. I mean, I may take a shot on Denny Avdija in a totally separate lineup and situation because I wouldn't want a minutes restriction chalking my main lineups. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, comment guy. But there's 2 more plays that I want to talk about. Then we're going to put it in a slip. But before I do, head on down to CaptainCrush.net. This is where you can get into my Discord, where you can get access to my data models, my fantasy sheets. This was yesterday's data model sheet. Look at Derek White, projected for 18 points. His line was 17.5. Guess what? I took Derek White to get 18 points at cash. I provide these sheets for you every single day. It's really that simple, guys. Now, obviously, there's still projections at the end of the day. You still have to put in some legwork, but this is going to be a great guide for you. Today's is already posted. It's always posted for you guys. Obviously, it's subject to change via news. You get the daily prop list sent right to your phone, which was this right here. Sengun, Giddey, Cash, Smart, Cash, Black, Cash, Luka, Cash, Tyson, Cash, Jaren Jackson, Hook, Sam Hauser, Cash, Luka to Aiden Chuck, Giddey, Cash, Kobe, Cash, Durant, Cash, Suggs, Cash, Donnie, Cash, Mobley, Cash, Cash at all. And I told you the favorites was Sengun and Giddey, and it was a masterclass. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because then I go live at 5:45 Central Time and give the rest of them, which, as Samanthon says, the Green Mile, Rudy Gobert, Terry Eason's points, Donovan Klingon's RA, Dante DiVincenzo's points. I mean, I got on Terry Eason last minute. It was a surgical call for Terry Eason, man. No one was talking about Terry Eason. I put his points in last minute. Smash it and cash it. As everyone's saying, greens everywhere. They're not lying, because yesterday was a master class. And look at the fantasy sheet. Look, Anthony Black, Eason and Reed, take a gander. Kobe, Wagon, White, Voos, all three of these were called on the live stream. Attending one live stream covers your entire month. Bank on it. You also get the slip tab, which these were two that I put in right before for the live stream. Brown, Reed, White, Eason, both of these missed by one leg. Brandon sold and Randall sold, and that's because it was a blowout. Everything else hit. If you flexed, you cashed. If you mixed and matched, you cashed. If you didn't make money yesterday, find God. So again, CaptainCrush.net. You join now, $25 a month, or you can sign up with any of my partners, ParlayPlay, which we will build the lineup there later today in this video. Onyx Odds, Sleeper, Chalkboard, all of them, Underdog. The code is Crush. That'll get you 30 days free, or you can just get in for $25 a month by direct. Simplistic. Sync your Discord to the Dub Club, and then you will be in the mix. And the haters hate it. They hate it. They hate it. They hate it. When you do join, go to server rules right here. Click this and watch this video. It explains how the Discord works and how I operate it to the letter. This is your strategy guide, your Prima Games guide for you old heads. This is how you learn what the Discord and how it functions. It's so simple. So watch that video. I do appreciate it. Explains everything what you paid for. Get your money's worth. Now back to the cook. Are we getting a taco sweep today, or is Shy selling his soul for shells like you guys did because you didn't give me 350 likes yesterday? If we get 350 likes or more today, Alexander's going to obliterate this taco line. Book it. Now, we need a 1v1 pair for Alexander, don't we? Don't we, from the Pelicans? Where are we going? Well, we got options, guy. And the first guy that we're going to be looking at is going to be Saddiq Bey. Oh, they bumped him. PrizePicks, you crazy SOBs, you bumped him. Look at this guy's last line. 24, 36, 20, 11, 20. And his line was 14.5. Bro, they bumped it up to 15.5. I was going to say that's way too low, even for the matchup, but I ain't eating that bump. I'll take it at 13.5 and get 2.6x. Simple. That's why I'm not eating a full point bump, comment guy. You can't make me do it. So Saddiq Bey's in the mix. He's projecting, he's projected all right. I do like to attack the rim versus OKC. They don't have rim protection without Hartenstein in the mix. Not worried about Chet, which would leave me to the big man again, Zion. 6 rebounds. It has a little bit of push equity. He just had 10 and 11 versus strong opponents, the Spurs and Memphis. He only had 4 versus Detroit, but then he had 6 and 6 versus those guys. I think he lands on 6 today, which is why you could only take him at 5.5. He's probably going to land right on 6. And then for those of you that were looking for his RA, he's probably going to land on 10, which is why it's a full-blown line at 10. So remember, like I told you in yesterday's video, you'd want to take 9.5 because he's likely going to land on 10, and this would pay more. Those are your options between, for OKC, it's Zion or Bey. Where you go, it's up to you, buddy. Man, I'm giving it all away today, dude. I wanted a short, sweet video, but I'm giving you guys everything today, huh? Well, that's why, you know, I'm a nice guy, man. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I take this deadly serious, so I do what I do. Now let's build that lineup. Well, first person's going in the mix is old Mitch Rob. Now you can take his rebounds or his RA or his points rebounds. Remember, here's to you, Mr. Robinson. Don't you know? Robinson. All right, he's in the mix. Then keep your first half guys unless otherwise specified with your first half. So like Sabonis and J-Val, keep those guys together. Jonas is another guy we're looking at to get in the mix. I prefer his first half, but 22.5 PRA cannot be denied for the big man. Look at that beard. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying to get my beard like you, Chief. Oh, look. ParlayPlay has Thompson as a boost on his PRA, but we don't want that, do we, chat? We don't want that. Oh, they got his RA at 7.5. Wouldn't you know? What'd I tell you? I told you they would have it at that. It's 7.5 RA or 5.5 rebounds or 4.5 rebounds is the optimal line. It's up to you guys, whichever you want to do. I like these 3 right here. We're going to keep adding to it. Like I always tell you guys, you need to mix and match. If you want to tail direct, fine. But anytime you start getting into the weeds with more than 2-3 legs, it gets dicey. And if you miss by 1 leg, you're like, oh, my whole slip is chucked. I missed my slip because I missed 1 leg. Stop doing parlays, kid. Go to Onyx Odds, place them in straight or Kalshi. It's available in 50 states, and take your favorite straight so you can make sure that you win coin. Simple, dude, simple. Now, is there a world where the Clippers game stays close? Because if it does, this was the last person I wanted to talk about. Kawhi Leonard to get 25 points is just crispy. I have no idea how many minutes he's going to play, but let me tell you something. Utah Jazz keeps games competitive and high scoring out of nowhere, but Kawhi Leonard's points, or his RA. Where is it? Where is his RA? 8.5 RA. Why RA? Either him or Harden on the RA, because Jazz give up RA to guards and bigs like nobody's business. Harden's RA and Harden's rebound. Harden at 4.5 rebounds seem just like the other day when I took him at 4.5. It feels like a trap. I don't understand why his line is so low. 4.5, it's 5 on PrizePicks. I don't get it. I'm like, what am I missing? His RA too, 13.5 feels too low. Kawhi Leonard at 24.5 points feels way too low. And then if the Utah Jazz news breaks your way, example, Lauri Markkanen's playing right now, but he could sit. Keontae George is out. Nurkic is out. I mean, we don't know. So Bryce Sensabaugh, Lauri Markkanen, those guys, not exactly sure what run backs you'd want to use for them, but I really do like Kawhi Leonard and I do like James Harden, but I may just take Kawhi Leonard's first half because I am afraid of a blowout. I'm not going to lie to you. The Jazz have nobody playing. It is crazy. Same thing with Harden. I'm not exactly sure, but for now, I'll just do these 4. And again, for you, the YouTube faithful, your job is to break these down into smaller lineups. Use what we talked about today. Build your own lineups. Compare them to the projections. Use your historical research tools, whatever you use. If you want to tail direct, fine, do that. But you got to know that I am going to have multi-variations of this lineup. So use code CRUSH if you do tail. 100% deposit match. Free 30 days of my cord. And that's across all the sports books. Send me the email and I got you. It is Taco Tuesday. We're going to need a taco sweep. There is going to be call outs on the live stream that break around 5:30. The crunch time window, which is the hour before lock, is the most important time to make your lineups, guys. I'm telling you. That is when the best time to make your lineups is. That is when all the money has come in. The lines are settling, closing line value is had, and we will be doing that just like we do 5 days a week. Next, guys, set your notifications for these videos because I get messages all the time. Kat, why don't you do YouTube videos anymore? Guys, I do YouTube videos Monday through Friday. Religiously. So please make sure that you're not getting buried by the YouTube algorithm. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. Come check us out at CaptainCrush.net. You won't regret it. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.